Hello my dear students, welcome back to chemistry class beta. So in the last class we have seen about the ionic compounds, definition, what is mean by ionic compound and what is mean by ionic bond and formation of various types of ionic compounds like sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, sodium oxide, magnesium oxide. So by the transfer of electrons, how they are going to be formed, okay, now along with Lewis dot structure I have told you in the last class beta. Okay, good. So now in this class we are going to discuss about the properties of ionic compounds. Ionic compounds के properties के बारे में discuss करेंगे बेटा. Let me consider one by one. So first physical property here I want to discuss about the physical nature. Physical nature के बारे में discuss करेंगे बेटा पहले. Nothing but I want to say that we are going to discuss about the physical states of the ionic compounds. Okay, best example you know very well. Again try to say one more time beta. Sodium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium oxide, magnesium chloride, magnesium oxide, all they are nothing but solids and they are in hard nature, they are in rough nature, so we have to say that crystalline solids. So in the physical nature we have to be say that ionic compounds, they are hard compounds and they are having crystalline surface, so we can say ionic compounds are nothing but the hard and crystalline solids. So they can ask you a question beta, why ionic compounds are hard and crystalline solids? So the reason is already I have told you in the last class, but once again I am going to tell you beta. First, suppose the best example of ionic compound I am going to consider, that is nothing but NaCl. So here Na is nothing but metal. By the loss of one electron, it contains the charge is positive. And Cl is nothing but non-metal. By the gain of one electron, it is nothing but what beta? Minus charge. Okay. So sodium contain a positive charge and chlorine contain a negative charge. Between two oppositely charged ions is what I have told you yesterday. There will be exist of electrostatic forces of attraction. So the electrostatic forces of attraction, so we have to say that it is nothing but strong interionic force, or we can say strong interatomic attractions. Due to strong interionic attractions, or we can say due to strong electrostatic forces of attraction between two oppositely charged ions, ionic compounds, they are hard and crystalline in nature. ये reason बताना पड़ेगा आपको. Why ionic compounds are hard and crystalline solids? Because of in that ionic compounds there will be exist of strong interionic attractions, or we can say strong electrostatic forces of attraction between two oppositely charged ions. So due to presence of and due to exist of so strong ionic forces, definitely we have to say that ionic compounds are hard and crystalline solids. And they are having the structure, the solid structure is nothing but rigid structure, means उनका toughness बहुत ही बढ़िया रहता बेटा, more tough in nature बेटा. Again same reason, due to strong interionic attractions beta. Okay, next one more physical state I want to tell you here. Of course ionic compounds are hard and they are having more crystalline nature, more rigid nature, nothing but toughness भी बहुत ज़्यादा रहता बेटा. But they are having one defect, that is nothing but ionic compounds are brittle in nature. It is a property of non-metals beta. But in ionic compound metal is there, non-metal is there, but most of the ionic compounds, okay, now they are brittle in nature. Sir, what is mean by brittle? कुछ नहीं बेटा, little bit small meaning. So ionic compounds, by applying pressure, ionic compound के ऊपर pressure apply करने के बाद, by applying a mechanical force, or we can say by applying pressure, ionic compounds they can be broken into number of pieces, okay, and also we can say that they can be dissociated into cationic form and anionic form, whatever that may be. So by applying pressure, ionic compounds they can be broken into what nana pieces. Such mechanism or property is known as brittle in nature. समझ गए बेटा? Yeah, this is your property number 1 regarding physical nature. Okay, second property I am going to be discussed here, that is about the solubility. Solubility. Yes. First of all, again I want to consider one of the example for what beta? Ionic compound. So one of the example, again same example, very well example, that is nothing but what beta? Sodium chloride. So what is the charge of sodium here? Plus, and the charge of chloride is nothing but Cl minus. So here sodium contain a charge plus and chlorine contain a charge minus. In that ionic compound, two positive and negative poles are there. So we have to say that ionic compounds are nothing but polar in nature. Ionic compounds are polar in nature. So due to their polar nature, definitely we have to say that all the ionic compounds, they can be soluble in water. They can be soluble in water. Its water formula is nothing but what beta H2O. It can be dissociates into H plus and OH minus. Means again in water plus and minus species are there. So we have to say that it is also nothing but polar solvent. So once again I am going to repeat here in case of solubility. All the ionic compounds, mostly they are polar in nature due to two opposite poles, plus pole, minus pole. So due to their polar nature, कभी भी कैसे remember करना बोले तो like solutes they can soluble in like solvent. That means polar solutes they can soluble in polar solvents. Similarly, non-polar solutes they can soluble in non-polar solvents only. Means like solutes they can be soluble in like solvents. So here also same thing beta. Ionic compounds they are polar in nature. Due to their polar in nature, so they can be soluble in again what beta? Polar solvent. What is the universal polar solvent? Water is known as universal polar solvent. So सारे ionic compounds, almost all the ionic compounds, they can be easily soluble in water. Okay beta. And one more question I want to tell you. Ionic compounds never soluble in kerosene and petrol. Try to remember. So it's do not soluble in ionic compounds, do not soluble in. One is nothing but kerosene. Is one more thing I am going to consider here, petrol. Not only kerosene, petrol beta, kerosene and petroleum ether and benzene, carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, all they are nothing but the organic solvents. So kerosene and petrol they are nothing but what I have told you beta is they are nothing but the organic solvents. And also we can say that all organic solvents they are non-polar in nature. So simply we can say that non-polar solvents. Once again, so ionic compounds they can soluble in water because of ionic compound nature is polar, water nature is also polar. Polar में soluble हो सकते हैं बेटा, but listen carefully. Ionic compound का nature polar, but organic solvents nature is non-polar. Polar compound cannot soluble in non-polar. That means ionic compounds they never soluble in organic solvents like kerosene and petrol. उसमें soluble नहीं हो सकते हैं. Clear beta? Good. So two physical properties are over. Now I am going to consider a third physical property, that is regarding melting point and boiling points. Right. Third point is MP and BPs. Means what beta? Melting point and boiling points. Okay. So listen carefully. First of all, I want to say that ionic compounds they are having higher melting point and boiling points. So आपको क्वेश्चन रिपीट हो सकते हैं बेटा. ऑलरेडी क्वेश्चन वाज रिपीटेड in previous SSLC exam. So that is nothing but why ionic compounds having higher melting point and boiling points. इनके melting point and boiling points क्यों higher रह सकते हैं? Okay, again reason already I have told you once again. Best example is nothing but sodium chloride. Sodium contain plus and Cl contain minus. Between two oppositely charged ions, between two opposite forces, again there will be exist of what beta? Electrostatic forces of attraction. electrostatic forces of attraction. Okay na beta? So to break that strong electrostatic force, or to break that strong interionic force, you require higher amount of heat energy. That's why we have to say that they are having higher melting point and boiling points. So due to presence of strong interionic forces, or due to presence of strong electrostatic forces between two oppositely charged ions, so to break this strong interionic force, we required a large amount of heat energy. Okay beta? So large amount of heat energy we required, because of why we required to break the strong interionic force between two oppositely charged ions. So इस strong force को break करने के लिए we require a higher amount of energy, higher amount of heat energy चाहिए. That means they are having higher melting point and boiling points. बस है story. Okay. Next property I want to discuss about the conduction of electricity. What beta? Conduction of electricity. Right man. So what about conduction? Conduction के बारे में क्या बताएंगे? First of all, let me explain about the conduction. So the metals or non-metals or the compounds or species, whatever that may be, which are responsible to flow of electrons, which are responsible to allow the flow of electrons. Okay na beta? Allow the flow of electrons means we have to say that such species are nothing but responsible for conduction of electricity. Electricity means flow of electron के लिए responsible होना पड़ेगा. Okay. So here two cases I want to tell you. Ionic compounds, they're going to be act as bad conductor of electricity. Again, they're going to be act as good conductor of electricity. दो भी possible हो सकते हैं बेटा. That is depends on condition. On the basis of condition only, they're going to be exist as bad conductor and they're going to be exist as good conductor. So, sir, what are the conditions we have to be applied? At which conditions they are going to be exist as good conductor, and by applying which condition they are going to be exist as bad conductor. So, it depends on two conditions we have to be say it. Good. So, condition number one. First, suppose ionic compounds. And you suppose they are in solid state, pure solid state beta. If they are in pure solid state, if they are in pure crystal state, once again listen carefully. When ionic compounds in solid, or when ionic compounds in their pure crystalline solid state, they do not have the free cation and free anion. So once again, in solid state, ionic compounds, they do not have the free ions. That means they do not have the free cation and free anion. So due to absence of free ions, we have to say that no one is responsible to carry the current. Current को carry करने के लिए वहाँ पर कोई भी नहीं है, because of in the solid state ionic compounds, they do not having free ions. So reason is nothing but due to absence of free ions, we have to say that ionic compounds, they do not conduct electricity. So they can ask you the question better. Why ionic compounds do not conduct electricity? Reason is nothing but, of course they can conduct the electricity, but condition is applicable. Why ionic compounds in solid state do not conduct electricity better? Okay na? Yes. So ionic compounds in solid state, they do not conduct electricity. Reason is because of they do not having free ions. Why they are do not having free ions? Because of in solid state, already I have told you, in the solid state, ionic compounds, they are having a rigid solid structure. Due to their rigid and very tough solid structure, there will be no existence of free ion, means they do not conduct the electricity. Reason number one. So ionic compounds are bad conductors and do not conduct electricity in solid state due to their rigid tough structure. One more condition I want to give you. Again same thing, ionic compounds. Ionic compounds in their aqueous solution state. Ionic compounds in their aqueous solution state, and also we can say that in molten state. In weak what beta? Molten state. So ionic compounds in their aqueous solution state, and also we can say that in their molten state. Okay, they can conduct electricity. They can conduct what beta? Electricity. Yes. So question is here, sir, what is mean by molten state? Molten state means neither completely solid nor completely liquid. Nothing but semi-solid situation beta. So semi-solid situation को क्या बोलना पड़ेगा? Molten. Okay now. And also we can say one more condition, aqueous solution state. Pure NaCl do not conduct electricity because of pure NaCl means solid. Pure NaCl means rigid. It do not contain free ion, do not conduct electricity. So pure NaCl do not conduct electricity beta. But to that NaCl we can add the aqueous, means after addition of water. So pure NaCl bad conductor, no free ions. But aqueous NaCl good conductor. Molten NaCl good conductor. Like that we have to be considered. समझ गए ना clearly? Pure ionic compounds when they are in solid state do not conduct electricity. So three examples. Pure NaCl in solid state do not conduct electricity. NaCl in aqueous state it will conduct electricity. NaCl in molten state it will conduct electricity. Conditions clear? Good now. So question is, why ionic compounds they conduct electricity in aqueous and molten state? The reason is ionic compounds in aqueous state and ionic compounds in molten state, they contains free ions. They contains free ions. Nothing but they are having free cation and they are having free anion. Such free cations and such free ions, such free cations and such free anions which are in aqueous and which are in molten state, they are responsible to carry the current. That's why we have to say that ionic compounds in aqueous, ionic compounds in molten state, they are going to be act as good conductor of electricity. So final touch में बता दे रहा हूँ आपको, ionic compounds in the solid state due to their rigid structure, they do not having free ions and do not conduct electricity. Ionic compounds in aqueous state and ionic compounds in molten state, they are having more free ions, more cations and anions. They are responsible to carry the current, means they will exhibit the conductivity. समझ गए ना बेटा? So और एक बार बता रहा हूँ मैं आपको. First suppose NaCl is there. Pure NaCl in solid state do not conduct electricity. But NaCl in aqueous means to this I am adding water. After addition of water, bond breaking takes place between cation and anion. Na becomes what? Na plus and Cl becomes Cl minus. Now here you are getting two free ions, a cation or a anion. Such free ions, they are responsible to carry the current beta. समझ गए clearly? Yes, ये तुम्हारे 4 points regarding properties of ionic compounds. समझ गए ना? Good. So on the basis of properties of ionic compounds, I want to discuss with you one activity question. Yes. So what is the question? So in that question, in that activity, in our NCERT textbook they have said that take samples of three metal salts, I mean three ionic compounds. One is sodium chloride, and one more is nothing but potassium iodide, and one more is nothing but barium chloride. All three are ionic compounds beta. So take three samples of sodium chloride and potassium iodide and barium chloride from the laboratory, from our chemistry lab. अपन भी ले सकते हैं बेटा. Okay. So after taking these three ionic compounds, I want to give you here some questions. So try to answer for that respect to all observation questions. Answer दे सकते हैं? Yes, definitely, because of you know all the properties ना बेटा. Yeah, you can give the answers. So in that question number 1 is, I want to say about the physical states, and also we can say that physical nature, physical states. आप बोलिए. So the considered or the taken three ionic compounds from the laboratory, how they are appearing, उनका surface कैसा है, either in powder form or in crystal form. So definitely all three are nothing but ionic compounds. Ionic compounds are nothing but the hard-eyed, what beta, crystalline solids. Yes. And if you want, you can check their melting point. उन सारे तीन के melting point भी अपन check कर सकते हैं. अगर melting point check किए समझो, all three are nothing but the ionic compounds. They are having hard, rigid crystal structures. So to break that strong interforce, you require more energy. So we can say they melts at all three salts. They melts at higher temperatures. At higher temperature only they going to be melt beta. And next property I want to tell you. Yes, they are going to ask you. You suppose solubility. Solubility के बारे में तुम क्या बता सकते? All they are nothing but ionic compounds. So what I have told you, ionic compounds, they can be easily soluble in water because of water is polar solvent. ये तीन भी salt water में easy भी soluble हो सकते हैं बेटा, but because of they are having polar nature. But try to remember they won't soluble in, and also we can say that they are insoluble in kerosene, and also we can say that petrol, and also we can say that petroleum ether, and also we can say that carbon tetrachloride, and also we can say that chloroform. In that all organic solvents, ionic compounds will be soluble. So ionic compounds are soluble only in polar solvents, but they won't soluble in kerosene and petrol, such like organic solvent में soluble नहीं हो सकते. Good. Next property I want to tell you beta. First, suppose they are going to ask you about conduction. Conduction. Again, reason तो same बताना पड़ेगा. Conduction of electricity possible in solid state. Possible in what? Molten state, and also we can say aqueous state. So all three salts, they can conduct what beta? Electricity. मैं आपको short way बताता हूँ. Okay. All three salts, okay ना, conducts electricity. All three salts conducts electricity. They will conduct electricity, okay, but which state? Solid state, beta? No, beta. They will conduct electricity in what beta? Molten state. In molten state, and also we can say in aqueous state. Sir, in aqueous and molten state, how they are responsible to conduct the electricity? Again, I have told you, due to exist of free cation and free anion. Once again, I am going to tell you a small experiment. So first of all, I am going to consider a beaker, and you suppose it is nothing but one electrolytic cell. समझे बेटा? Right. Into that electrolytic cell, first of all, I am going to be consider one electrolytic solution. What beta? Electrolytic solution. First, suppose that is nothing but molten NaCl. This one now. Similarly, any other also you can take beta. Right. Into that electrolytic solution or into that molten NaCl, semi-solid NaCl, I am going to consider one rod. You suppose this is nothing but anode. Again here I am going to place one more rod, or we can say metal rod, that is nothing but graphite rod you can say. Yes, and it is going to be act as cathode. Anode sign is positive and cathode sign is negative. When two oppositely poles are connected to B for battery. Okay, so now by using this battery we are passing current. इस बैटरी को यूज करके by the uses of this battery, now we are passing electricity. Electricity passes across the electrodes into the electrolytic solution. What is the electrolytic solution? NaCl. Definitely by the passage of current or by the passage of electricity. Electrolyte NaCl, it undergo dissociation into Na plus cation and what beta? Cl minus anion. Okay na? Good. Now Na plus cation moving towards the cathode and undergo the process reduction. Is Cl minus anion moving towards the anode but undergo the process oxidation. What is mean by oxidation? Loss of electron. What is mean by reduction? Gain of electron. So finally we have to say that flow of electrons takes place from anode to cathode. That is nothing but conduction of electricity. So here conduction of electricity or flow of electron or flow of current, it is due to only free cation and free ions. समझ गए बेटा? Good. So such free cations and anions, they will undergo oxidation and reduction and they are responsible to flow of electrons. So such free ions are responsible, such cations and anions, such free ions are responsible for conduction of electricity. समझ गए बेटा? So last and final topic I want to tell you that what about flame test? What about flame test? So upon heating upon the flame of burner के ऊपर हीट किए समझो, they are going to exhibit which type of color of flame. कौन सा flame color आएगा आपको? Okay, so एक साल्ट का एक color आएगा बेटा due to excitation and de-excitation conditions. Okay, for suppose sodium chloride upon burning, or we can say in the flame of burner, we have to say that sodium chloride bonds with yellow flame. NaCl salt को बर्नर के ऊपर हीट किए समझो, it going to exhibit the color is nothing but yellow color flame. And next one is nothing but potassium iodide, it going to be bonds with your flame, that is nothing but pale violet flame. And last salt is nothing but barium chloride, heat upon burning in the flame, it going to exhibit the color is nothing but pink color flame. So like that way beta, different ionic compounds upon heating in the flame of burner, they are going to exhibit different types of colors in that flame test. This is our activity about the ionic compound and all physical properties of and all along with activity question also we have studied completely from the topic is what beta? Ionic compounds. Story khatam. And in tomorrow's class I am going to start the metallurgy part, nothing but extraction of metals. ओके ना बेटा? चल अपन कल शुरू करेंगे.